Just like the sunrise needs the sky, just like the blackbird needs to fly, I gotta have you by my side, 'cause you make me feel alright.
Hello one and all, and welcome along to 5 Half-Time 10 The Winner. This is your football podcast talking about anything at all in the world ever to do with football. I'm Jamie McLean and I'm joined as always by David Fenwick. Hello there, Dave.
Alright Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm not bad, mate, not bad. In the new studio now. We're in the Casa Fenwick Studios for the first time.
Brand new spanking bit of kit so we can go out all over the place, can't we?
We can go on the road right now if you want us.
We can, blum man, hey.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously I had this bit of kit last time, but you weren't... A few people didn't believe me when I said that you weren't actually with me. You were on the phone.
All right.
But you were very quiet, so I apologise for that.
That makes a change for
me. Yeah, I know. It's taken me years to silence you in any way, shape or form. But there we go. Just get that music off there.
Yeah, I was going to tell you to turn that music off, but I thought that was part of the kit. You were just fading it out nicely.
Yeah, well,
but
I forgot about it.
It's a lovely bit of kit, and sort of the bright lights remind us of a packet of opal fruits.
A packet of opal fruits, yeah, they do. Yeah. It's nice when you walk into like the room that we normally record in at my house. If all the lights are off, it's like a little disco that it lights up.
It's a beauty of floodlights.
It's a beauty of floodlights.
Yeah. But so we can go anywhere with this kit.
Yeah,
so we can go into people's houses and eat them out of house and home. I think we'll have a visit.
I think they might have something to say about that.
I think we'll go to Jeff Lynch's.
Right, okay.
And Jeff can be a guest on our. He always contributes to the shows.
He does.
He can be a guest, can't he?
He could be. That's not a bad idea.
So he makes us lobster thermidor, a full roast or something like that.
Well, there you go, Jeff. The order has been placed.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I mean, speaking of Jeff, he has been in touch with us after the last episode. How about this for a law change? The guy committing the foul also leaves the field till the injured player's ready to come back on.
Ooh.
So that's not a bad idea. I can see that.
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than giving the team who made the foul the one-man advantage.
I like Jeff. He thinks about things, doesn't he?
He does. He talks a lot of sense.
Studious guy.
Apparently, Mrs. Lynch told him to just let it go. So there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
He also said your physio solution would be the answer to his pet hate in the previous show, which I think was to do with injured players leaving the field.
All right. So the physio can just come on and treat them like in rugby.
He says injured players having to leave the field given an unfair advantage. So that obviously follows on to what was said before. And and Mrs. Lynch was apparently very excited about leaving a voice message, which we've launched since the last episode.
And has she left one?
I will go through that in a minute.
She might have bottled it.
And
if she's had wine, she's probably left one.
Well, maybe. We'll have to see. A big thank you as well to Simon, who sent in a clip of dogs in football, relating to dogs in football.
Did you see this clip? Episode,
they do. And he sent a clip in that basically involves a dog running onto the pitch and saving a goal. I don't know if you watched the video.
Oh, I did watch that.
Brilliant. Save of the year. Give me a right good laugh. So thank you for that, Simon. And a couple of tweets we've had from audio company Rode, who make this bit of kit. Right. Just wishing us luck because we're in the My Roadcast competition.
All right. Did people bother voting for us, or did they not bother?
I don't get access to how many votes we've had or anything like that. I'm not
waving at you. Just
I know you're not the bird
feeder out in the garden, and I don't mind the little birds and that, but I don't like. I would never harm them, but there's like a big sort of dove sort of thing. So I tend to go out there if I haven't.
He's big, isn't he?
He is, or she.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
If I haven't done my hair in the morning, I stand there for about 15 minutes and be a human scarecrow, sort of thing. But there's a blackbird having a bit peck away there.
I think that one actually waved back at you a moment ago. Yeah. Very pleasant little lad.
Yeah. So, it's a bit like Country File on the road, or what's that other thing? Autumn Watch or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We'll call the show February Watch.
Aye, February Watch.
Mind you, I'm loving this weather. I've got the shorts on today.
I know you have. You've got your shorts and your cap. Your very posh cap.
Yes,
I like that cap.
Yep.
Is that a nice hockey cap?
It's a nice hockey cap. Washington Capitals, the Stanley Cup winners. My son's just come back from Washington and brought us this cap. Yeah.
Very nice. So, yes, I wanted to thank you as well, Dave, for when you shared about the voting on Facebook, the enthusiasm. What was it? Jamie's trying to win a pork pie. I'm really not bothered.
Yeah, sort of along that lines, but the thought was there.
But yeah, also a big shout out to Paul Scott at the Bouvant on Twitter. He did cast a vote. I know he did cast a vote for us.
Is that a swingers club or something underground? Or?
I think it's all to do with the hairstyle.
All right, okay.
So yeah, there we go. So I think that was about all of the Twitter and email interaction. So we have had a little bit, and now, as I say, since the last episode, we've launched the voicemail service. Would you like to have a little listen at what we've had? Okay.
No.
Are you ready? I'm so excited.
Not people turning up absolutely mortal on the voicemail.
I'm so excited. Are you ready?
Right.
No new messages.
No new messages.
No, nothing.
Oh, God.
We didn't even get one off Mrs. Lynch after the red wine that Jeff promised us. So there we go.
That.
I'm leaving it open. I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up. I would like someone to get in touch at some point. So.
Even if it is abuse.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll live for it. It's absolutely not a problem.
Good.
So thank you very much, one and all, for getting in touch. For those who did do, it's been an entertaining couple of weeks. Who did get in touch?
Right.
Yeah, it made sense in my head. We are a couple of days late with the episode this week, aren't we? We're just the way things have all planned out. But I think the plan is still we're going to be back the end of next week, back on schedule.
Okay.
So thank you very much, one and all. Now, Dave, what are we going to be talking about today?
You've chose this one, so you tell me.
I came up with basically just pure inspiration. We're going to cast our minds back, Dave, to a happier time. A happier time being this past
like
weekend.
Something off sort of when I used to take when me son was smaller and younger. When I used to take the pantomime on Christmas Eve. Waiting for Widow Twankey to come out. I can imagine Jeff dressed as Widow Twankey.
Right. Okay. Okay. I don't know Jeff, so I can't comment. But
I think he likes a bit cross-dressing on a weekend. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Put my marker in there. That's slanderous.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So. As I say, we're casting our mind back to a happier time, that being this past weekend.
Right.
Of course, we had the League Cup final. We're not going way back into the realms here. We're keeping it fairly modern this time. The Carabao Cup final. Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa refusing to go off the pitch. So we're not going to talk. Well, we will talk about that. But that's not the main subject.
What were your views on? We will talk about it now. What was your views on that?
I don't buy that it was a misunderstanding for 1 minute. I think that's something that they've concocted to save face and save anyone from getting any more bitter about it.
Yep.
I very much think that Kepa fancied his chances more than good old Willie in goal.
Right. But the manager was going to make a substitution for the penalties, wasn't he? Because what's his name? Good old Willie, as you call him,
Willie Caballero.
He's pretty good on penalties.
He is.
So he wanted
excellent.
to make that substitution, and he just refused to come off.
It's the manager's right to do.
It is.
He can.
But I think you're going to touch on player power, aren't you?
Yeah. That's the gist of it.
And basically, I think it's got even worse by how Chelsea have reacted after that, saying he had cramp and that. That's even giving the player more power, covering up for it, instead of giving him a good bollocking, saying you should have come off.
That's right, you would have thought, no, just give him that bollocking.
Say this never happens again. I'm the gaffer. But the gaffer's actually sticking up and they've contrived this story when actually he was fuming on the touchline, stormed off.
Yeah.
Like a kid at school.
Came back on when he was told it. He was probably told it'd be best if you get back out there. I don't know why Sarri backed down. The referee went over to speak to him. I don't know why he didn't say, no, I'm taking him off. You help me get him off the pitch. Now, Kepa has turned around and said, no, I was buying time. He's admitted that openly because that's the better alternative, apparently. He's admitted he was buying time. Chelsea were a bit under the cosh at the time.
And he
wanted to stop. Well, it wasn't so much that. I think he was from his side, he was sitting there buying a bit of time, running the clock down because Man City were on the front foot. Right. And he wanted the team to just get back,
kill the game a bit,
get their breath, and exactly. And his opinion is that Sarri was trying to take him off owing to this cramp that he fabricated.
Right.
And he was signalling, no, I'm fine. Now, how no, I'm fine involves a wagging of the finger and a shaking of the head, I don't know. But, so I don't know why Sarri backed down.
And why they've contrived this story about the cramp.
They've tried doing that to save face, but it's just made them look dafter, I think.
And make the player have more power.
Yeah. Well, yeah, effectively, almost. Yeah, it has. Because, I mean, Chris Sutton came out and said afterwards that Kepa should have played his last game for Chelsea. That's not going to happen.
No.
He was a £71 million signing just a few months ago. I get that shouldn't make him immune, but in reality, Sarri's already under pressure. He got fined a week's wages. That'll probably be the end of it as far as the public side of it goes.
Which was quite a bit of money, wasn't it?
Yes, it'd be in the hundreds of thousands, I would imagine. One or 200,000. I don't know what he's on.
Like that.
But so essentially, that's the gist of what I'm wanting to go for there, player power. So what's your thinking? I mean, he looked a bit daft losing the penalty shootout, didn't he?
I think players have got the power now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think managers have. You just have to look at Manchester United, don't you? How they've turned it round under Ole Gunnar.
Yeah.
Before, them same players, he might have tinkered with formation, and I think one person that hasn't sort of been mentioned in this Ollie thing and the run of Man United good results is Mike Phelan, because he's an experienced coach, and I'm sure he's having a lot of input into that.
Bit of a legendary figure at that club as well.
But getting back to the player thing, they weren't playing for Mourinho, not at all, which really, they're cheating the fans that spend good hard-earned money on paying to watch them, you know. So you think, it's great they've done well under Ole Gunnar, and but they were cheating them fans, a lot of them players, you know, especially the likes of Pogba and that, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I just think it's total player power at the minute. I mean, I just think, well, there's players gone on strike before, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, did the latest one, did Arnautovic go on strike or?
I don't know if he went on strike. I know he's never happy wherever he is, though, is he?
But as players, they've gone on strike, isn't there? You know, because what they're trying to do, they're trying to engineer moves to other clubs, and things like that. You know, and if it doesn't,
Saido Berahino a few years ago said he would never play for West Brom again after a move fell through. It was only a few weeks, and he was playing for them again. But
where was he going again? Was that the one that turned up at QPR's ground in his car, or was that somebody else?
No, I remember that one. I don't think that was Berahino.
Was that not Berahino?
No, I don't think that was Berahino.
So anyway, players in general, they do try to manufacture moves, engineer moves, and Hazard at Chelsea. Was it? Yeah. Was it a couple of seasons ago? He just wasn't the same player.
He was a shadow of it.
Yeah.
Peter Odemwingie was the one who drove to QPR.
Odemwingie, that's right.
That's right. Very similar sort of player. Yeah, it was Odemwingie that drove down there, yeah.
But no, I just think players, I've got the upper hand. I mean, I remember at Sunderland when Paolo Di Canio was in charge.
Yeah.
And Paolo had his ways of going on, some right, some wrong. And the players didn't like it because he was making them do things that took them out the comfort zone, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So they went bleating to the chief executive at the time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Complain, and it's always the manager that gets sacked. The players never get sacked because it would cost the club too much money.
Yeah.
You know,
save for certain circumstances, obviously, but in instances like that, it's always the manager that tends to.
And then you get players, if they're really clever, run contracts down, don't they? So then the club that's going to buy them in the future don't have to pay a fee for them,
so they can almost negotiate a big chunk of that fee into the wages.
I mean, I don't know whether it happened with Aaron Ramsey, but he's going to be on 400 grand a week at Juve, isn't he? I mean,
great player, quality player, I think, but that's big money, that is.
I just think, though, all these players that get into an argument with the club, if they're decent players, there's always another club willing to take them, isn't there?
Yeah.
So if somebody's misfortune, some fan's misfortune is another fan's fortune.
Gain. Yeah, exactly.
Another gain.
Yeah.
And the top players always find clubs, don't they?
Yeah.
But players definitely have got the power at the minute, and there's no loyalty in football no more. Not just with players, mind. We've just seen Brendan Rodgers leave Celtic
for Leicester.
Leicester with. I know you think Leicester are a big club, but there's only 12 weeks to go in the season. So why not wait till the summer if you're going anywhere? Because there might be other jobs come up in the summer for Brendan Rodgers as well, not just big club Leicester. But so there's no loyalty with the players. There's no loyalty with the players and no loyalty with the managers.
No, I think it's a good point to be made as well there. Like, yes, I was quite surprised that Rodgers. I get wanting to be back in the Premier League. I get that, but I was surprised at the timing of it because didn't he win every domestic competition he took part in? Won the league every year, the cups every year. And that's not going to happen. With respect to Leicester, yes, I think they're a big club, but it's not going to happen there, is it? They might get the odd trophy here and there, like most other clubs.
Yep. The other side of the coin is, I was thinking, I don't want to... Is your boss an arsehole at work?
No,
he's a canny fella.
Yeah.
So you probably feel like you want to work more for him than if your boss was an arsehole, wouldn't you?
I have worked for people like that. And
you don't feel like working.
No
so on the
inclination.
other flip side of the coin, for these footballers, just because the footballers, if they've got a bad manager, I'm trying to do the comparison. So if you had a bad manager at work, you'd think, I'll just do the basic minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keep your head down, get the job done,
But you'll go that extra mile for someone who can manage you properly
that's
and all
right.
that. So the Man United bit I mentioned before, maybe it's under Mourinho, these players, he wasn't treating them right. His man management skills weren't good. Whereas Ole Gunnar's come in to round. I dare say he can go mental at times, but it's an arm round them.
I actually wouldn't want to cross Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And he's got the spirit going again. Mike Phelan's got the spirit going. So it's the sort of catch-22, if you want to speak. Is it the managers or is it the footballers? Probably a bit of both, I would say.
Yeah, I think there probably is. But I mean, I remember thinking when Kepa refused to go off at the weekend, I thought that is player power at a whole new level.
Yeah.
Dictating during the game. Tactical decisions like that.
I think that was
pretty
disgusting.
The captain might occasionally say, "Oh, you drop back a bit" or whatever. I get that, but that was outright
ridiculous. Did the captain not go over to him and have a word and say like?
I don't know is the answer. I do not know what actually transpired there. I know what happened, but I don't know what the full story was, and I just thought that was ridiculous.
So to sum it all up, I would say players have got more power than managers.
Yes, I would say so as well. I think players have actually got more power than their contract sometimes, like we've touched on there as well,
Just before we go, there's El Clasico is being played twice this week. Tonight, Copa del Rey, second leg, and then on Saturday, Real Madrid at home again to Barcelona. So, in the league. So, I've got a quiz question for you.
God, here we go. Right at the end of the episode again, Dave.
You obviously know what El Clasico is.
Absolutely.
The Old Firm Derby, can you tell us that?
The Old Firm, Celtic and Rangers.
Yep. The Old Farm Derby.
Norwich and Ipswich.
Oh, you've done well now. Now, this is the big tester, and it's my favourite. El Glossico.
El Glossico.
El Glossico. Which two teams take part in that?
Bristol Rovers?
No.
Or Bristol City?
No.
Oh, okay, go on then.
No, well, have a little think. You don't know?
No.
Forest Green Rovers and Cheltenham Town.
Oh, that's
both
good.
in Gloucestershire. El Glossico. That's
El
my
Glossico.
favourite.
That is good. That's good.
Nice way to end the show. So tell people to get in touch.
Aye, sir. No problem. Yeah. Blow my neck.
I'm just scaring that blackbird off again.
You're scaring me off again, to be honest. I'm going to be packing the car in a minute.
And I look forward to taking this bit of kit round Jeff's. Jeff Lynch's. Yeah.
So, yes, as Dave said, do get in touch with us. We're on Twitter. That's at WinnerPod. You can email us, show@10thewinner.com. That's the number 10, not the word. And you can also check out the website, 10thewinner.com. You can find the podcast on all the usual platforms, iTunes, Acast, Spotify, Stitcher. And when you do, just hit the subscribe button, totally free of charge. You get notified every time a new episode hits the inbox. And if you could just leave a rating and review. If you could check our Facebook page out and cast a quick vote on the My Roadcast app, would be really good, because it means we could upgrade things a little bit. It gives us more options for the future, basically, potentially. And you can ring us as well.
Yes,
you can ring us. The number is 0778 189 688. So if you ring that, you'll get our answer machine, leave your name and your message, and we'll get it stitched into the next episode.
Nice one. I've enjoyed this show. I haven't enjoyed many, good. But it's been
You haven't enjoyed many. That's it. I'm going home. Get stuffed, Dave. So yes, until next time, thank you very much for listening, and we'll be back at the back end of next week. So you take care now.